Hello and welcome to Sports Review on iBrandTV. It's a brand new week. I hope your weekend was more exciting than mine. Yes, I don't want to talk about how man panned out, but I can tell you there's something I want to talk about. You already know what it is. The stories that are trending in the world of sports. It's all we do right here on Sports Review. Yes, on today's show we have the good and the bad to talk about. The bad being the one that happened in Brazil, the plane crash that took away the life of about 4 players, and of course the club president not leaving out the one of the pilot. Yes, we'll be talking about that one on today's show. And the good one has to be the one that concerns Manchester United. They were able to do it over Liverpool. You already know how that one ended. Yes, we'll talk about it right here on this show. We'll not be leaving out the Nigeria Professional Football League Match Day 6 results. And of course, we'll spend some time to also talk about some good news from the world of basketball. Don't go anywhere. We'll get back from this quick break. We'll talk about all the stories right here on the show. I'll be your host. My name is Jidechi Chidezie. Welcome back. This is still Sports Review right here on iBrandTV. Now let's start off the show with basketball and talk about Steph Curry, who continues to make a name for himself, setting new records, smashing old records. Yes, that's what Curry loves to do right there in the NBA. Yeah, Curry has moved to the all-time three-pointers list, able to do that one in the 127-108 victory for Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors, they defeated the Utah Jazz, and Curry himself gaining 5 3-pointers with his fourth, moving him ahead of Reggie Miller in the NBA's record books. And that's what Curry likes to do. He loves so much to break records, set new ones, put himself in the record book. Now, him currently number 2 on the all-time three-pointers list. That was not the only one that went down over the weekend. Some other NBA games went down over the weekend. Let's talk about them. Starting off with the one that went down between Indiana Pacers and, of course, Toronto Raptors. That one ended in favor of Raptors, 102-107. Raptors coming up winners in that one. And, of course, Anunoby, he was able to get 30 points in that game. And Raptors, so far so good. They've been able to win 5 of their last 6 NBA games. And that's how that one ended, 102-107. The other ones between LA Clippers and, of course, Oklahoma Thunder's Kawhi Leonard's all-time game. It propelled the Lakers to their 7th straight win. Leonard getting 34 points from that victory over the Thunder. The other one between Orlando Magic and Charlotte Hornets, Gordon Hayward going off for 39 magnificent points. That's what he got as he drove the Hornets to a victory over Orlando Magic. The other game that went down over the weekend was the one between Boston Celtics and Cleveland Cavaliers. Jaylen Brown, and that one he was able to get for himself 33 points in just 90 minutes as he lifted Celtics to that magnificent win over the Cavaliers of Cleveland. The one between San Antonio Spurs and Washington Wizards went in favor of the Spurs. Yes, DeJounte Murray getting 11 points. He was the player of the game and was able to lead Spurs to a convincing victory over Washington Wizards. Milwaukee Bucks, of course, were able to do their own over Atlanta Hawks. One man doing it in style, his name, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was able to get 27 points, 14 rebounds, and in that one, as the Bucks pushed past Atlanta Hawks. The final one will be the one that went down in Portland between the Portland Trail Blazers and New York Knicks. 39 magnificent points for Damian Lillard. That one ended in favor of the Trail Blazers. Now let's move on from basketball and move to football. Starting off in Africa, the one that went down in Togo particularly, yes, happened in Porto Novo. The one between Rivers United and, of course, Bluefontaine Celtic. The Nigeria side, they are through to the next round of the competition where they'll be facing Eyimba. They ended in a 5-0 aggregate victory over the South African side. 3-0, that one ended right there in Togo. 2-0 ended in the first leg, and 3-0 right now in the second leg. The man they call Godwin Aguda was able to get himself on the score sheet once again. 2 goals in that one in the first half, and of course, Fortune Omoniwari getting the other goal for them in the second half. And Rivers United are now through to the next round of the competition. The good news is that Nigeria will be having at least one side in the group stages of the competition, but the bad news is that we are not going to be having two sides. As you already know, it's going to be between Enyimba and Rivers United in the next round of the competition before the group stages. One of them have to go down. Would it be Enyimba or Rivers United? Well, let's wait for that one to happen. Till then, we wait. Now let's move on from that one and talk about the games that went down in the Professional Football League, the Nigeria Professional Football League, the match day 6 games. Yes, lots and lots of people, they were always fond of saying we don't get away wins in the league. You see it happening week in, week out. This week it was 2 games that were able to produce away wins. The one that went down in Warri, and of course the one that went down right there in Uyo, Nasarawa United and Sunshine Stars, both getting magnificent wins on the road, and that's how it looked all across the country. Let's run through the results quickly, shall we? Yes, starting off with the one between Katsina United and Plateau United. Katsina and Plateau, that one on Saturday ending in a goalless draw. And then on Sunday, Heartland able to come from behind to defeat Akwa United, ended 2-1 in favor of the Owerri side. Kwara United doing their own over FC Fayuba, and same Nasarawa United doing the same thing, a victory over Warri Wolves away from home. Abia Warriors, who their head coach have been on the chopping block for a while now, not his head getting chopped off, but his job about to get chopped off. His name, Imama Amakpakabo. They were not able to muster a win over MFM of Lagos, ended in a goalless draw right there in their new ancestral home of Kigwe. And then Rangers not mustering a win, not mustering a goal either, as they took on Lobby Stars. That one ended in a goalless draw right there in Enugu. The final one of the weekend was between Dakada FC and Sunshine, where we saw the other away win of the weekend, Sunshine getting the much needed 3 points. Games going on later on Monday, and it will be Adamawa United and Enyimba, and of course Wiki Tourists will be welcoming Jigawa Golden Stars. Then later on Wednesday, Kano Pillars will be taking on Rivers United. How is the table looking like right now? I know you're wondering. Yes, Rivers United, for the moment, they are not first any longer. It's now Nasarawa United who are able to get that wonderful away win. They are currently first, and Rivers, who still have a game in hand, they would be taking on Kano Pillars later on Wednesday. They are currently second. Lobby Stars coming third, and then Rangers fourth, and Kwara United 5th, Sunshine 6th, and MFM 7th, and that's how the table looks. And then let's move from there and talk about the relegation waters. Yes, Heartland currently out of the relegation zone where they were before. The relegation position is occupied currently by Wiki Tourists, FC Fayuba, Abia Warriors, and Adamawa United. That's how it's looking right now. How about we go on a quick break? When we get back from it, we'll talk about the ones that went down in Europe.
Go enter market, just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the up, open am, take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447. 08035644436, 07066638213. Banga fresh palm fruit extract.
Welcome back. This is still Sports Review right here on iBrandTV. Now let's move from the local scene and talk about the ones that went down right there in Europe, particularly in England. The ones that went down in the English FA Cup. Yeah, it was the weekend of football frenzy. Manchester United doing theirs in style, yes. 3-2 winners over Liverpool that game against their rivals. The one between Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Red Devils and of course Jurgen Klopp's Reds ended in favor of Manchester United, and one man doing it in style, coming off the bench to score. His name is Bruno Fernandes, and at this point Manchester United, all they want to chant is glory, glory Manchester United. Yes, Chelsea were also in action over the weekend, but the big story is that somebody is no longer with the team. His name is Frank Lampard. Yes, Chelsea, they sacked their head coach Frank Lampard earlier today, and that is despite winning 3-0 in the FA Cup over the weekend. They don't care at this point. Roman Abramovich, the president of the club, the club president is saying it's a very difficult decision for the club, not at least because he has an excellent personal relationship with Lampard and he has the utmost respect for him. But either ways, it is what it is. Lampard has not been getting Chelsea the much needed results in the Premier League, but he was able to get them the results in the FA Cup. As it looks right now, it's going to be another head coach taking over the reins at Chelsea and leading them possibly through to the final round of the competition. Now let's run through the results from the FA Cup over the weekend, starting off with the ones that went down on Saturday. Arsenal losing in that game against Southampton, and they're out of it. Yeah, the big boys are through to the next round, but sadly, Arsenal unable to live up to standard, and they lost to Southampton. Many results on your screen as you can see it right now. I am West Ham doing it 4-0 winners over Doncaster Rovers, and of course Manchester City doing it 3-1 winners over Cheltenham Town. The citizens taking that one home. On Sunday, it was Chelsea who did it 3-1. I'm sorry for that. I said it was 3-0 earlier. Yeah, actually 3-1. That one is how it ended. 3-1 over Luton Town, and then Leicester City 3-1 winners also over Brentford. Fulham later on Sunday lost to Fulham to Burnley, ended 3-0, and then the one we already talked about, Manchester United and Liverpool, ending 3-2. The other game was between Everton and Sheffield Wednesday. That one ended 3-0 in favor of Sheffield Wednesday. That's how it's looking right now in the English Premier League. Lots and lots of teams through to the next round of the competition. Arsenal out, but other big boys, Manchester United, Chelsea, Manchester City, all through to the next round. Now let's move on from that one and talk about the one that happened right there in Brazil. It's one of sad note. Yes, a plane crash that occurred right there in Brazil over the weekend, and we had four players killed in that plane crash that occurred right there in Brazil. The club president too, on that club side known as Palmas, also killed in that plane crash. There were about 5 of them, and of course the pilots, they were all killed in the plane crash, the one that happened right there in the country of Brazil and the city of Tocantins. Yes, the 4 players and the president, they all died in that northern state of Tocantins. The accident was said to have occurred when the plane suddenly plunged to the ground at the end of the runway while on takeoff. This is according to official reports from the club side, official statement they released after the plane crash. And according to what we hear, it's that the players were traveling separately due to the fact that they were all COVID-19 positive alongside the club president. And unfortunately, it would be the last day of their isolation. It was expected to be the last day of their isolation before that one against Villanova, and sadly, it was also the last day of their life. Yeah, the people involved, the club president, Lucas Meira, and of course the players involved were Lucas Prazeres, Guilherme Ranule, and Marcos Molinari. They were all the players involved in that one. The pilot also was not left out. He was killed too in that plane crash. Very sad one. No survivors from that one. The last time we heard something this sad from Brazil was the one that happened in 2016 that involved about 71 people in that flight, that plane crash that we saw many of the players of Chapecoense die. They were on their way to the finals of the Copa Libertadores, but sadly it ended sadly for them and they lost their lives. And this one too now happening, and I must tell you, we are not happy to always hear this type of stories, but it is what it is, and we can only hope that the families of these players can really find the courage to bear these heavy losses. This is where we call it a wrap on today's edition of the show. A sad note, I know, but sometimes on this show we end it also on good notes. Yes, you get all of that right here on Sports Review. Hopefully when we come your way next time, it will be something more exciting, something emanating from the world of sports. Yes, it's all we do right here on Sports Review, talking about the stories that are trending in the world of sports. My name is Jidechi Chideze, and until next time I come your way, ensure you stay safe. Till next time, have a pleasant day ahead.